hypocritical, egotistical. Don't wanna be the parenthetical, hypothetical, working out of something that I'm proud of.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's game, passing may come at a cost. The Browns are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Saints, who will be testing that coverage.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns. This is Mark Ingram, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Ingram again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. First carry now. This is Johnson. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And now running right through it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Bulldozes past him. Evades the tackler, and now some space. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. A 1st down throw for Kaiser. And this one caught by Coates. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. From the red zone now, Kaiser. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. A second down throw now for Kaiser. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete as well.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Second down following the run.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 18. Yards there and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Come on, let's go.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
But desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
On second down, Kaiser again. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On third down, Kaiser. Hard throw, incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They go play action here on first down. Caught right side at Snead. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Now Kaiser, a screen complete to Crowell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And the wideout in motion. Kaiser from the gun on third. steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, Ingram. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Flainer. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Let's go.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Coming left, it's Ingram. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left side. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Left side and caught by Flainer. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Running right, this is England. Room here to run. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now he's going to go deep down the... And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
Let's go.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Out of the gun now on third down. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw here. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz puts this one through. So why does Larry always do that? He just stops talking. But let's go play the third quarter. I'm psyched. The scoring update from the southern edge of Ohio down in Cincinnati. The Broncos have taken the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Kaiser. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. And even 50 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry now for Crowell. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it with Crowell on first. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Super toe.
Able to slither by. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it over the middle, Fleener. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Snead. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Ingram at tailback. He's got it running left. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now back to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll set up to throw. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
To throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Crowell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, Kaiser. A screen complete to Crowell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Kaiser now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Williamson. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Kaiser now on second down. Steps away to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are back within a score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
In motion left is Wilson. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Kaiser. He sets to fire deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Lamar Houston in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Kaiser to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Throw left side complete. It's Williamson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go! Black round! Ohio! Black round! Black round! Here we go!
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
5 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a New Orleans first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Danny Shelton busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch the... Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's a give to Crowell. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a fourth quarter lead. And that is no good. Wide to the right. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number 1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up, no crazy plays, and they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. They run from the pistol with Ingram. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go.
And they will take a knee here. The Saints on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. A road win.